budget gaming headsets have gotten incredibly good. And the new Corsair HS35 V2 are a prime example of that. And as far as comfort, they are incredibly lightweight, coming in at only 218 grams. These things are feather light. Now coming over here to the ear pads, nice dimensions as well, plenty wide, plenty long. I said that completely backwards, but they are also plenty deep right there. And yes, your ear pads simply peel right off there. So if you want to put some replacements on, they're going to tuck right into that lip. As far as headband adjustment, you have this elastic band up there, kind of like you see on SteelSeries and such. You just adjust it by that Velcro latch right on the top there, and that is where your tension is. You don't have that traditional adjustment on the side of the ear cups. Now you do have swivel, but it goes in a little bit and then out a little, which is actually plenty of adjustment because it's going to fit any head shape with that. And your ear cups also go in and out. So if we compile all that as far as comfort and take this headset and put it on our head, I can't stress it enough how lightweight this is. And that plays in with that headband just floating up there. Like, no joke, this thing is feather light. Now, the one thing you do feel on your head are these ear pads. The ear pads aren't firm by any means. They're plenty plush. They feel like a pillow, but the fabric on them, they kind of got, I don't want to say rough because that might be a little bit harsh, but you do feel the texture of the fabric of the ear pads kind of sitting there. But again, once they're on, you don't notice them. It's only whenever you kind of move them around a little bit. I can easily give these a stinking cozy badge. Now, we're going to see more of the budget side of this kind of come into play is with the build. Yes, the headset's all plastic, but again, that also plays into that fantastic lightweight, which I truly appreciate. But again, everything is plastic, but I'll twist it up here and I'm really not getting worried. I mean, it flexes plenty fine. As far as stretching out there, the headband is going to stop you. And again, you don't have that full swivel, and where these ear pads are moving or these cups are moving, it's fairly firm. It's not really loose. So even though I can twist this budget headset up, I don't get worried. Where you're going to see some budget things as far as the build is the microphone is permanently attached. You can't remove it. And then your cable is also permanently attached. So if something happens, you're just kaput. But this cable is incredibly thick. It doesn't feel like one of those budget chintzy cables by any means. So again, for a budget headset, I am pleasantly surprised. Now let's go and talk about the features and functions on this headset, which should be a pretty brief segment because again, being a budget headset, there's not many features and functions on it. You have a volume wheel back there, which actually tops out at the highest and goes down to the lowest there, bottoms out. It's really in there nice and firm, actually. Feels pretty good. You got your microphone mute button. Again, your cable's attached, 3.5, and then your microphone is attached, which is what you're hearing here, straight up plugged and played. No tweaking, no adjusting of the sound or anything. This is straight up raw microphone. And I have a lot of P's and T's whenever I talk, so maybe if I pull it away a little bit, maybe it'll come across better. I don't know. Get yourself a cheap windscreen. I have a link to some right down below, which I use, and maybe you can make it a little bit better and kind of reduce some of those P's and T's. But again, as far as this microphone, it's omnidirectional, so let's see what the sound sounds like if we put some noise in front of us here. That's what that sounds like. My air conditioner actually just kicked on as well, so we'll see if you hear any of that. As far as sound dampening in this room, it's very mild, but I do have 2 blankets hanging up. But again, the AC just kicked on right there, so we'll see what that sounds like. But all in all, this is the microphone straight up plugged and play on the new Corsair HS35 V2. Now let's go and talk about the sound of this headset. And again, this is 3.5, so it'll work on any platform. Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, your mobile phone or tablet. If you got the 3.5 port on it, again, it's going to pretty much work on everything. Now, these are also using 50mm drivers with a frequency range of 20 to 20,000. And I'm not sure if you saw it before when I took that ear cup off, but the ear cup or the driver is actually angled. So it's going to shoot more towards your ear rather than being straight on there. Kind of bounces off your cartilage and stuff. So it's going to go into your ear. And again, as far as these ear pads, they are fully cloth, a little bit of pleather inside there. So some sounds will be coming in and some sounds will be going out. But again, easily replaceable if you want. Links to wiki cushions also down in the description. But again, that is what you're going to get with these. But as far as the core sound of this headset, straight out of the box, it's going to sound like the HS80s or the HS80 Max. Is a little bit more deep, a little bit more mid-heavy, and some of those mids and basses kind of working together there. That's the sound you got with this. Right now, I'm playing Jedi Survivor, Star Wars Survivor. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but holy smokes, am I hooked on that game. It is so good, and that's what I've been playing. So you got monsters or enemies, whatever, environment, dialogue, and it really did all of that right here. I will tell you the one instance, again, talking about those mids and bass right there, if I was getting, again, some action scene mixed with dialogue or deep, heavy, intense music, some of those bass and mids would kind of come into that a little bit right there. Nothing deal breaking or anything, but I probably noticed it out of my time testing this, maybe about 3 times, and I was kind of like, all right, well, maybe I need to find some way to boost up my highs a little bit more. If you're on Xbox, you can get a Sonic or Atmos or something like that, just tweak it up, of course, if you're on PC and stuff. So maybe if you're into dabbling with your sound, pull out a little bit more highs, and that dialogue might always be constant there. You might not have a couple of those experiences like I did, but again, at the core, it is more bass heavy. So I wouldn't say FPS. I would definitely gear you towards this headset if you're more of a story-driven gamer or just a casual gamer or something, something like that. That's where I would really point you in a direction, is because the bass is prominent unless you get into an equalizer and pull out your, again, treble there to make it balance out with that warmer sound. It just makes me happy seeing budget products, not even just the gaming headsets, but so many other gaming peripherals packing such a punch at a manageable price point, It makes me happy. So now everybody can have a good time gaming with good gear. Puts a smile on my face. All in all, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was able to help you out. If it was, please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.